Welcome back. Today I want to talk to you about the upcoming new moon that is happening on March 18 and why this one feels a little bit different. This new moon happened in the sign of Pisces, which is the last sign of the zodiac. So in a way, this new moon carries the energy of closure, integration, and emotional release before we get into a completely new cycle, which I think is really important to understand, because sometimes when we hear about new moon we think, oh, the new is coming, something new, just let the new in. But this new moon especially, is gonna feel more like a pause. Now let's understand what Pisces energy is about. So Pisces is a water sign, and water energy tend to work more in a subtle way. So it's not about pushing or forcing clarity. It's about listening and feeling and just letting things unfold naturally. And Pisces energy is connected to things like intuition, dream, spirituality, compassion, and emotional healing. So around the new moon, you might feel like things are a little bit slower and a little bit softer. Maybe you're reflecting more, maybe you have some emotion coming up, or even having intense vivid dreams, or feeling like you're more sensitive to certain environment. And just know that none of that is a problem. It's actually very aligned with Pisces energy. One of the deeper meaning of this new moon is that it happens right before the astrological New Year's begin. In astrology, the zodiac start with Aries, and when the sun move into Aries a couple of days after this new moon, it just marks the start of a completely new energetic cycle. So that's why this Pisces new moon almost feel like it's the final chapter of the year. And it's a really good moment to ask yourself, what are you ready to release? What patterns feels complete now? And what version of yourself are you outgrowing? And these answers really don't have to be dramatic. Sometimes it's just about realizing that you're not the same you were a year ago. And I'm sure for a lot of you, this past year was just so much. And if you take a look at what you look like a year ago from now and see how much you've grown, like, I'm sure this year would be a good reflective one to do this. Now, why this moon can feel emotional? Because Pisces dissolves boundaries. It can just bring up things to the surface that you have not fully processed yet. Could be memories, old emotion, or even relationship that still is entangled in your energy, that still feel a bit heavy. And if this still happens for you, it's your invitation not to fix everything right away, but just to notice what's happening and just allow space for what you're feeling. Sometimes healing doesn't come from doing more. It just comes from letting yourself feel what's already there. This is a beautiful moon to just sit in your thoughts, journal, meditate, just be near the water, drink water, or take a bath. And you don't have to set huge intention for this new moon. You can just sit and ask yourself what you're ready to let go of, or asking yourself what part of your life is asking for more compassion. What's beautiful about Pisces energy is that it really reminds you that growth doesn't always come from being productive and disciplined. It comes from softness as well. Even though this new moon carries an ending energy, it is quietly preparing the ground for what's coming next. And really enjoy this time, because when Aries season is gonna shift, you're gonna be way more in action, movement, and taking new initiative. But to make sure that you are ready for when the action, the movement come, and all this fire energy arrive, make sure that you spend time with Pisces energy and just spend time to forgive, to soften, and to release what no longer belongs to you, so that when the next chapters begin, you don't carry unnecessary weight. Pisces energy reminds us that creation doesn't always start in the action. Sometimes creation begins in the void, in the quiet, in the unseen. It begins when we slow down enough so we can actually feel what's inside of us. And for women, that deeper wisdom live into our womb space, not just physically, but energetically. The womb is a place of intuition, creativity, and emotional memory. It's where we hold our life force, and sometimes old stories, fears, and emotion that never fully been processed. And part of working with the feminine is learning how to return to that space with awareness and compassion. And this is why I created Womb Reclamation. And it's a space for women to learn how to reconnect with their body, with their intuition and creative energy. We work with tantra, breath work, self-intimacy practice, so you can start peeling layers of yourself, so you can start releasing stories that's been stuck in your womb. And I'm telling you, when that space begins to open, something magical happen. And you might have seen it with women that you've noticed entering your room, women that you see that shine so bright and you always wonder why. I'm telling you, this works help you with your intuition. It will become clearer. Your energy will feel more grounded and you will start creating a life that actually feels more aligned with who you are. So if you feel like this new moon is making you feel like something inside you is asking for a deeper healing and reconnection, that might be something worth exploring. So I'm gonna let all this information about the course down below if you feel curious about it. And either way, I hope this new moon is giving you a moment so you can slow down and look inward. And just know that I also offer live group energy healing session for women on every full moon, new moon portal activation. So if you are interested in that also, I'm gonna put the link down so you can check it out and learn more about it. And I hope you have a beautiful day and I'll see you in the next video.